Cool guys, so welcome back to another review. Today we are talking Black Mirror Season 5, Episode 1, Striking Vipers. So I've been a long-time fan of Black Mirror, and they continue to create very original stories that don't always interconnect with each other. There's a few Easter eggs that suggest a possible tie into a larger universe. But for the most part, they are completely different episodes, and each of them are very original stories. Striking Vipers follows two college friends who are sort of reunited via this sort of VR game where you can sort of go into the game, and I'm not going to say too much else what happens there because you guys need to watch the episode. But yeah, they get this game and they play online together, and that ends up taking a lot away from their personal life. And there's a large sacrifice involved with playing that game. And I guess it sort of becomes a bit of an idol and a bit of a distraction from life for these two characters. It's very, very interesting, and it tackles some very interesting subject matter. Owen Harris directed this episode, and this is also the episode that stars Anthony Mackie. Anthony Mackie's kind of like the main character, I would say. And he does a very, very good job. Ever since the trailer that I saw for Season 5 of Black Mirror, I was extremely excited for this episode specifically because of Anthony Mackie. I've loved him in everything I've seen him in, and obviously most of that has been from the Marvel Cinematic Universe where he plays the Falcon, but it's nice seeing him in different projects as well because I think he's a very, very strong actor. And he brought a lot of emotion and depth to this episode. I really, really was impressed by his performance in this episode. I thought the casting for this episode was absolutely perfect. So the runtime of this episode was roughly an hour, which I feel like was needed to develop the story. And I won't lie, this episode does, as most Black Mirror episodes do, puts forth a very challenging question. One of the things that Black Mirror does is we'll sort of look at a current situation or a current issue or some current technology, and I'll sort of envision what possibly could happen in the future with that specific thing or what is already happening. And I think this episode does really, really ask that question, like, what is the cost of virtual reality and what could it possibly do to us as human beings? This episode definitely does provoke some serious questions, and I thought it was really good. I really would like to speak about this episode more, but I really don't want to go into any spoilers. I'd rather you guys watch it for yourselves and then we can talk about it at another stage. There are only 3 episodes in this season, so I'm really hoping that each episode stands out and is good because we don't really get Black Mirror that often. But I'm glad to say that Striking Vipers was a really, really strong episode and I really enjoyed it. Guys, if you're into Black Mirror and you have seen episode 1, let me know what your thoughts are down below. And if you don't watch Black Mirror, why not? I'd love to know your thoughts, why you don't watch it. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for popping by and watching this. I'm going to be releasing 2 other episode reviews as well for Season 5 of Black Mirror. So if you want to watch those, then definitely hit the little bell icon to be notified every single time I post a new video. And of course, subscribe. That'd be awesome. And also like this video. Why not? Cool guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time, and bye.